Every year, more than 300 workers are killed on the job here in Florida. And nationwide, someone is hurt at work every 7 seconds. That's according to the Northeast Florida Safety Council and their partners. The group is holding a memorial tomorrow to remember 18 local workers who died at work here in Northeast Florida. The organization's CEO, Sutton, joins us this morning. It is not a fun conversation to have, but we certainly want to honor those workers who lost their lives on the job and make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Absolutely. And we feel very strongly about recognizing those who have lost their life, but also to talk about ongoing how we protect workers from this happening to anyone again.
Yeah, I know that that's the main goal because I've been active with your organization for almost a decade now, obviously doing great things throughout the community. It's about being proactive to make sure that this does not happen again.
Exactly. And it's personal responsibility, but it's also our community responsibility to make sure that we're doing the right things and for the right reasons. And safety should be front and foremost in everyone's mind every day.
So this year you are remembering 18 local workers who died on the job. I don't want to say an accident because a lot of people would say this is not an accident, this is preventable. Who died on the job in incidents.
Yes, yes. And as you say, preventable. And also it's a matter of training, understanding the risk and responsibility of every job. And protecting yourself and others.
I know you work with managers a lot to make sure that they take care of their employees and they don't cut corners. How important is that?
It's very important, and creating a safety culture is what I see makes the biggest difference. So it starts at the top, goes all the way through to every worker that they're committed to making sure that the work that they do and others are safe every single day.
Look, Catherine, we don't have to tell our viewers at home, there is a lot of construction all throughout the area.
Yes.
There's a lot of growth, and that's where we personally see a lot of these incidents and sadly these injuries and deaths. What are you doing when it comes to the construction industry, when it comes to people that are building, just to make sure that they're doing it the right way and that they're doing it safely?
Well, we offer a lot of services ourselves to help create that safety culture that I'm talking about. I do feel like this community that we have some very good, very well recognized construction companies that care about their workers. Interestingly enough, this year, it's a lot of lawn and landscape incidents, and that's something that we're trying to focus on too, as well as falls, which we know is always an issue.
Yeah, and lawn and landscape is important to focus on right now because we're going into the summer months when we're going to be, doing a lot more lawn care, and we're going to be needing those services more. So certainly there's a higher risk, right, during the summertime?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Vic. So it's the heat stress issues. It's protecting them wearing protective equipment as well. But as a whole, it's just understanding what the risks are.
Sure. Now let's talk about this remembrance because I've been able to go. It's always a beautiful ceremony. I know that as of the past few years, privacy laws have made it a little bit difficult to get in contact with some of these families. So there's still a lot of families out there who may have lost loved ones that don't even know about this.
That's exactly right. So we are saying that we are having this memorial for the 18 people who lost their lives in 2021. Any family member is welcome to come. We would love to hear their story of their loved one, or anyone who has lost someone in any kind of safety-related incident. We would love to hear from them and talk to them about what we can do together.
So we have some of the names there.
We do. We have the 18 that we're recognizing that lost their lives in 2021.
Certainly we know that they left behind family members, friends, co-workers, truly a big loss right here in our community. Well, Catherine, thank you for coming on, representing the Northeast Florida Safety Council. So again, the Workers' Memorial Observance Ceremony, it starts tomorrow morning. It is at the Northeast Florida Safety Council. That's on Art Museum Drive, basically just off Atlantic Boulevard. It is free. It is open to the public. Again, you can go. You don't need a ticket. If you want to go and just meet people who've been through a similar situation, or if you want to learn more about the organization and how you can make your company a safer place, it's certainly a good idea to be there tomorrow. We'll be right back.